All right, hello, Love Tribe. Welcome back to the Abundant Insights YouTube channel for Tarot Tuesday. Today's reading is going to be focusing on messages from Lady Justice, the energy of justice, the theme of justice, karmic return, also calling upon the support of Holy Michael and the Holy Angels, really leaning into themes of truth, clarity, illumination. um, what is it? Mercury, at least at time of recording, Mercury Retrograde just kicked off officially yesterday. And from what I saw online from various like astrology posts on Instagram, it's right now, what is it? Like Mercury's retrograding in Virgo, right? And then it goes into Leo. I think that's the gig. I think that's the gag. Comment down below. Either way, this retrograde season, not only in my own life, from lots of other people who have been proactively posting and sharing about it, are feeling various effects of the retrograde right now. And some of the best and greatest advice in this moment is to, as best as you can, slow down, breathe, and choose to respond more than react when and where possible. When reactions occur, choose compassion. Give yourself compassion. And also slow down because I can even feel a tightness around my throat. I was doing completely fine, and then all of a sudden I go to start this recording and giving this channel a message, and it's like, tightness in the throat. And I'm leaning into this with this theme really around truth and wanting to bring things to light because I feel as though this retrograde has a revelation oriented energy with it. What do I mean by that? Revelation as in things that may be some pretty shocking, I want to say like shocking information, shocking news, perhaps jarring information, jarring news, things that exactly feel that vibration. See how it was a physical motion before I could even access language? It was like, it's a little bit of this, it's a lightning kind of energy and truth, and and it's not particularly pleasant, yet what it illuminates as it strikes, it's like, oh wow, this was this is the medicine, the truth, the wisdom I didn't know I consciously needed. I feel as though many have likely been feeling around this time, around this now, that things are changing, things are shifting in your life. Um, because in more recent readings, we really have been, at least with this collective, discussing and uplifting, going through a big transition, major transformations into a new era, a new energy, a new and more calibrated, more authentic way of embodying yourself, your truest self. Essentially being more of your main character and embracing the fullness of yourself and the fullness of life. Walking more of your walk and talking more of your talk, supporting it all as best as you can. And there's something about this retrograde season with this justice energy, this truth energy, this lightning strike vibe that is going to bring a lot of truth. Ooh, a lot of truth that may trigger trial. Get into all that TR. A lot of truth that may trigger trial. And with that, I mean the trial of how you're going to respond and or react to the situation. How are you acknowledging when and where maybe boundaries have been crossed, trust has been broken, hurt has been had, and yet are you responding in a way that maybe a previous version of you that like would have gone, I don't know, quote unquote, off the handle, would have lost control, would have given in to anger or given in to rage or given in to wrath or any lower vibrational energy. And when I say given in, I mean allowing that emotion to really rule you, control you, having you act either belligerently and harshly and cruelly? Are you somebody who is using, okay. Are you somebody who is using situations in your life in which maybe you were hurt? Maybe you even were legitimately a victim in a situation. And that is very true. That happens. Like people get wronged. Wrongs happen to us. So I believe it's important to acknowledge that. We do have choices though. How do we respond to it? Especially given the context, right? Because sometimes people don't even know they're doing wrong and they believe everything is good, and it's on us to inform them if something has shifted in the relationship or dynamic on our end where maybe things aren't good anymore. So are you someone who proactively communicates when there's been a shift and change? Or have you been silent, avoidant, and allowing bitterness and resentfulness to take hold of your heart and to dwell inside of you and be an energy and spirits that you feed, allowing you to maybe warp and or change your perception of a given context, relationship, or situation? Are you somebody who's using your frustration as an excuse for not being compassionate, not being considerate, not being communicative in a healthy and proactive way? Itch, itch, right at the back of your neck. We're going to get some cards to bring this a little bit deeper and down to earth, kicking off the reading. Lady Justice, please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. And allow yourself to stay on top of your energetic clearing, cleansing, purification, protection, and shielding. Calling upon a diamond white ray of light, purification and ascension. Also calling upon a holy blue sapphire light, cutting through the noise with the sword of truth of holiest Michael, holiest Michael, holiest Michael. Stabilizing this transmission in this energetic field, cutting out any and all interferences, blockages, seeking to cut off the words, channels, and truth of Lady Justice and our highest and holiest selves, spirit guides, and ancestors, flowing to and through us in this now. Pardon me, I felt the need to do that prayer and call in that energetic support because I was feeling tightness, as I already mentioned earlier, around the throat chakra, as well as seeking interference or blockage around my crown. So I just leveraged Michael and I'm feeling more soothed. I'm feeling more grounded and feeling more open to continue sharing. So allow yourself to please connect with your energy, your purity, your truth. Leverage whatever spiritual practices resonate with you, whatever energy work, energy calibration works for you. And belief is very important right now. Belief in your strength, belief in your boundaries. Honor your boundaries, hold your boundaries. Do not allow yourself to be punked and played and silenced. Please and thank you, holiest angels. Please grant us wisdom for this energy oracle. Thank you. Patience. Okay, patience really wants to be there. And walking away. Get another one, please. Thank you. Okay, two. Yes! Yes! Wow! Goosebumps.com.net.org.edu.gov from me to you. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, okay, so the goosebumps are real. There are many positive signs and blessings. I do want to share in this spread that the cornucopia card 11 in this deck, came out when I was doing cleansing shuffles of the deck before I even started the recording, because I always, shuffle before to cleanse and clear the deck, and then I do the fresh shuffles for the reading. So essentially like match shuffling action just to make sure everything is fresh and nice and mixed up. This card popped out during cleansing shuffle time and felt prominent. And I was like, okay, girl. So the abundance, the cornucopia, the blessing is incoming. We have the bottom of the deck with the sun card. This often gives me Ace of Cups energy, blessing, good tidings, abundance, success, and fulfillment vibes. Also joy. And we're getting a bit of coming out of water, like a fresh water-based rebirth, like, yeah, through a portal. Okay. And it's interesting because now that I started recording, it's like I feel, I want to say a little bit of haziness around the third eye slash lower crown area. Nothing negative, but it's kind of like a little bit of this dreamy state. So it's as if we've gone through some kind of interdimensional 1044, interdimensional travel, transition, landing in this new version of self or new timeline, and things are a little bit wobbly as we're adjusting and anchoring in. The first card out in the spread, and the first two are really significant. We had patience with this angel of winter looking card, and it's 1010 on that clock, which I love. And then we have walking away, card 27. Looking back, opening up the gate, glowing butterfly there, and I saw mad butterflies this weekend. So many butterfly synchronicities of many colors, especially white butterflies, like a lot, especially on this card. I did see lots of yellow butterflies, so this one has a yellow glow. I also saw lots of orange butterflies recently, and black and orange. So those may be some synchronicities. These two coming together. Mmm. Okay, because when I saw the 1010, and I was getting this a lot recently in cleansing shuffles, as well as some client readings and preview readings of the last 24 hours, this 1010 vibe is giving 10 of wands, 10 of cups. 10 of wands on one side, 10 of cups on the other. Letting go of that which does not serve you, walking away from things, contexts, relationships that do not serve you. And with that Holy Michael and the sword of truth and the justice energy and Lady Justice and her swords, lots of swords of liberation, cutting things away, cutting cords, cutting cords, cutting cords, cutting things out, cutting people out, cutting out situations, allowing truth and illumined wisdom, things that are coming up in this now, allowing it to help you cut away and reclaim your power, reclaim your energy. It's like being done, and it's receiving the download, the wisdom, the truth, the insight, that lightning strike, that bolt of information, and then being like, oh, okay, wow, that's really how it is. Okay, now I know what's really good. Okay, bet. I'm moving on. Like I'm done with this. Like washing of hands, cutting of cords, reclaiming of your energy, wishing well, and choosing you. Because by you walking away from that past, those things that do not serve, by you staying light and lighthearted, because I am feeling this lightheartedness and this purity with this butterfly, and I was called to that diamond white ray. That's why I'm getting like more tongue tied. Diamond white ray of purification and ascension at the start of this reading. It's like also because this clock is near the heart space, and it feels like it's the antidote to melt away this ice and this coldness. Feeling and confirmation. Woo! Sneeze. There we go. Notice the warming up, the melting of the ice. It's like as if spring is coming, and you know how like they say pollen and things, the flowers makes you sneeze. Okay. Walking away is leading into a season of amazing abundance and fulfillment. We have door to personal healing and happiness. This card, in addition to this one visually giving me Ace of Cups and the Sun card, this is like a combination of the Sun card of the tarot with a touch of Ace of Cups realness. This gives me full Ace of Cups energy. Door to personal healing and happiness, because the Ace of Cups can often represent healing and emotional fulfillment. This even has a beautiful lake, what do you call it? Lake. I see the Holy Spirit with a dove and rainbows. excuse me, I see a peacock in there, also a symbol of abundance, so a major sign of abundance ahead, legit. Miracles coming through, rainbows, promises kept from your holiest spirit, from your holiest guide, you being rewarded and delivered to and through and by your faith. Your faith hath guided you well, and it provides for you. Continue to honor your holiest spirit, your holiest self, your holiest guidance. You're stepping forward into the season of greatness. And it took overcoming adversity and challenge, because I am drawn to those lotuses right there. And lotuses, they rise up, like they rise up from the depths, okay? And so, like, you know how I was focusing on that rising up rebirth energy in here, and there's a lotus right there. So you're the lotus, you're this lotus flower, you're the lotus vibes. You're beautiful, and you're sweet, and you're gorgeous, and you're radiant, and a lot of that hot pink, fuchsia, magenta color. So you may be getting that a lot, as well as hibiscus may be popping up a lot in your reality as well, and or lotuses. With these together, the abundance and the fulfillment is affirmed on both tangible and intangible levels, emotional fulfillment and the tangible physical level, like pentacles, coins, resources, opportunities, being able to share in community, share in relation, share in connection, not alone, alone no longer. This is the great life. This is the great life that's following going through and working through the pain, transmuting and releasing that which does not serve, honoring your integrity and choosing your virtues and values of compassion, grace, forgiveness, mercy, love, joy, peace, happiness, fruits of the holiest spirit, essentially, of your holiest self. And not allowing your pain to keep you trapped in drama, not falling into the trap of like vengeance and spite and cycles of that ick. You've really leveled up, and it's not simply a matter of being more mature. That's a huge part of it. It's you have chosen to be a more intentionally and healthily loving and compassionate being. You'd rather cut your losses and let the universe truly handle things, not because you're weak. No, it's because you're strong, and it's because you understand that after a certain point of you doing what you could do to pursue truth and seek to co-create resolution and compromise, and you've been met with maybe almost like a permanent block, a lack of collaboration and cooperation, it's just like, okay, let it go, done. Like, I've done my part. It's time I walk away, and I'm going to continue choosing me, because what's the alternative? Wallow and suffer? Continue to give away power and focus on something that can't change? Like, now it is what it is. So now that we know it is what it is, can we accept that it is what it is? And in the accepting of it is what it is, can we move on and elevate to experiencing joy and freedom? Like, are we going to wallow in agony? And it doesn't mean don't give yourself time to feel the feels. Feel the feels. Honor the hurt. The hurt is real. We do not need to bypass that, let alone judge ourselves. Absolutely not. It's simply asking, though, with all that pain, though, do we really believe that we are such limited beings that we're not going to be blessed up? Have we forgotten that Lady Justice is here on our side in karmic justice, and the universe has our back? And as long as we operate in alignment with honesty, truth, integrity, that justice and the scales will balance out and bless us up. And that when judgment time drops, which is really like now slash soon come, we're going to be deliciously rewarded and taken care of, and whatever is owed to us and whatever compensation we deserve is going to come back in amazing abundant forms that are going to be so deliciously aligned and perfect for us that our human mind probably can't conceive it, or at least not all of it. Like, that's how good it's becoming. And I feel so like energetically, whew, tapping into the energy, which lets me feel like it really is going to be a lot. So be gentle with yourself with resting and integrating, and don't force yourself to do the most. Yeah, naps can be very, very beneficial and supportive at this time. Okay, when I just saw 2020 on the clock. There we go. The judgment coming very, very soon. We're going to get some tarot to bring this down to earth. Oh, I will say before I move on, after the cornucopia card, which is the last one, that abundance. So essentially, you walk through and you go through the portal into your new world of happiness and healing. Spirit is also saying you are to continue walking in faith. You are to continue to honor your spirit and your guidance. After you receive, and they're already here, as you start celebrating and experiencing more of your abundance and more of your blessings, still make sure that you continue to take time to connect with your ancestors, with your faith, with your spirit guides, with the angels. Taking the time out to continue to honor your temple, honor your vessel, honor your spiritual and soul driven and soul led needs, wants, and desires. Your spiritual hygiene and consistency is to remain on point, is to remain in harmony and in balance. Like, it's okay and normal, I'm getting that during times of celebration, sometimes we can really swing heavy into the earthly realm in time. Remember to come back. Remember to reharmonize. Remember to recalibrate. Like, it's okay to go to the festival and enjoy the festival. Remember that the festival isn't every day, though. The festival is meant to last X amount of days. Then we integrate, we rest and we integrate and we harmonize that experience of joy and pleasure and fun and celebration, right? We allow that to be converted ideally into some inspiration. And then we continue on with our guidance, doing the dance of inspiration, co-creation, and doing what we're called to do, being who we're called to be, embodying who we are invited to embody here on this earth and in this now. Alright, we're gonna get some tarot, and I felt guided to use the holy, what do you call it, angel tarot, archangel power tarot, rather. What's coming through, holy angels, holy angels. What's the message for the collective for the love tribe in this now? We can think maybe justice. Nine of Gabriel, so Nine of Wands energy. Okay, these cards, I'm not taking them as reverse because I don't really feel like they're meant to. They are flipping out interestingly though. Okay. Not all of these spirits. Way too many. Give me one more, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, 5 and 5 next to each other. Ooh! And there goes the mic wanting to fall down. Y'all felt that? Y'all saw that? Okay, beautiful. Beautiful cards. There is a direct and deliberate call for leveraging your faith and your power and strength right now to overcome any heavy and dense emotions, any heavy feelings that have come up with revelations, hurtful truths at this time. With this Nine of Gabriel energy, sometimes this can be a wounded warrior. This is an encouragement to, you know, I'm getting, take a nice shower, cleanse, feed yourself well, nourish yourself, take care of yourself, and get dressed and get back out there. Continue onward and upward. Yeah, this one even says stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. I'm really getting especially that moving forward vibe and just being prepared. I'm going to jump for a minute to the middle card, so the third card, skipping the second to the Five of Cups, the Five of Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. And we say empty boxes and presents over here. Meanwhile, there's a divine gift on the dresser over there and Holy Raphael in the room. Beautiful privileged lady vibes with that dress. So much interference wanting to block this message because things are wanting to keep you distracted and focus on lack, focus on frustration, focused on quote unquote slowness, doubt. Please do your best to protect your energy and your mental state, your being and your energy. Don't fall for limitation, scarcity, judgment. You are more than capable, more than welcome, more than blessed, more than enough. Things are coming towards you soon, and your vibration is going to determine if, I think it's both going to determine the quality of what's coming in and the pace of what's coming in, and if you're going to delay things or not. Spirit is very much so advising, while honoring the hurt, do not become your hurt, do not become your pain. Do not overly identify with your pain and struggle at this time. Release it and let it out, and trust. Truly have faith. Remember the rainbows. Rainbows may pop up. Let them be your signs. Let them be your sign. Spirit. Oh my God. The energy right now is huge. The blessings that are wanting to come in, and yet the interference that's seeking to distract you from allowing them. Let rainbows be signs. Call it in. Leverage your faith, because it's like in between this heaviness, this wounded warrior, and this Five of Cups vibe, this hurt over the past. It's the Knight of Michael, the messenger of Michael. Messages from Michael wanting to come through. I'm getting messages and truth coming in. You may need to leverage a bit more of your swords energy, mental energy, to cut through noise, cut through BS, to make sure you're not being manipulated. Ooh, wow. This energy is really, really next level draining. Um, there is something, and it's not winning. Your faith and your persistence at this time is being very much recognized and celebrated by your highest and holiest self, very much being recognized and celebrated by your spiritual guides, team, and tribe. Continue to lean into your faith, to your practices, whatever you believe in, whatever that is for you. Do not give that up. That is also what keeps you in integrity. That's what guides you to make the right and healthiest choices for you at this time and your loved ones, those you're connected with. That's what's ultimately going to deliver you, like the holiest spirit, that dove, that holiest self, holiest soul representation on the card. That is what's walking you through and guiding you through, delivering you through the portal to that healing and happiness, that fulfillment, that Ace of Cups, let alone the cornucopia that unfolds. Mm. And if you stick with this as a reward, we get the Six of Ariel, the Six of Pentacles. This is essentially resources balancing out on the physical realm, the physical level. Finances balancing out. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. This is beautiful. There's going to be equal give and take on a tangible and felt level unfolding. Notice the rainbow halo above her head, so rainbow is very significant. I love it. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. I'm going to say miraculous ways as well. So continue to have the faith. If things have been slow, challenging, and yet you kept your faith, Spirit has noticed that. Spirit is recognizing that. Spirit is celebrating that and contributing as best they can, where they can, to essentially the healthfulness and maintenance here. Um, Part of me, I'm feeling like an energy of guides being nearby, being playful and peekaboo energy now. Embrace playfulness. Embrace inner child games. It's not all about work. Yes, show up for your commitments consistently, like Tarot Tuesday every week, right? That's like my baseline weekly commitment, and I enjoy it because I love showing up and pulling cards with y'all collective. Also, have some pure fun. Do something silly. Dance. Nourish yourself. Don't allow the heaviness of these revelations to cause you to neglect yourself, and certainly not to punish yourself. Please do not punish yourself. Coming through very heavy right now. It's like, yes, while taking accountability for whatever role you've played in the situation, don't beat yourself up for trusting people. Don't beat yourself up for trying to have a friend. Don't beat yourself up for trying out an opportunity and it lasted as long as it did and now it's no longer good. Trust that the universe is balancing and taking care of things. Continue to move forward in your life with integrity and embrace courage and joy and play. Don't give up on your passions. You're not. Continue walking away, moving forward, and doing you, choosing you. Because it's paying off. Oh wow, look at this. Bottom of the deck with the Queen of Ariel, Queen of Pentacles. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. And I love this. Look at this. Queen energy, golden vibes, glow up vibes, holiest Ariel, blessing you up, bringing a banquet, bringing a bouquet, gorgeous flowers, roses, treasures, lots of food, lots of a plenty, cornucopia vibes. You're the belle of the ball, baby. Your table is being prepared. Your feast is being prepared. This Leo season, we dine and we feast like kings. Yes, yes, and I'm feeling and seeing rainbows. Whatever bumpiness is occurring right now or at the time that this message finds you, it is occurring so that we can let go of the final swords in our back and the final burdens and wands we've been carrying that have slowed us down, delayed us, so that we are no longer denied from our blessings and our feasts and our abundance. It's the painful and shocking truth that needed to come up and come out so that then we could move forward fully aware and illumined and arriving free and liberated, truthful and emboldened and empowered by our highest self, our holiest self, our soul, and our spiritual guides, team, and tribe. Excuse me. Cornucopia blessing is here. Stay loving and honoring yourself. I'm getting Queen of Pentacles as well as Empress vibes, to be honest. Yeah, like bump the haters, baby. Don't allow the haters to hold you back or slow you down. You're not and you haven't been, yet there's been a wobble because I feel like for some, there's been a hurtful revelation. Like, there's truth that has hurt to it because it deals with a close situation, a close connection, a close circumstance. Something and or someone or a combination that you cared about, maybe there was some form of love there, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It could be any form of love, whether it's, I don't know, platonic, familial, um, intimate, like, all the different definitions. I'm getting so much energy and tiredness from the stream energy. Anyway, let's get some angels to seal this in and close this out. Lady Justice, please help us cut through the noise. Holiest Michael, cut through the energy, blocking out any and all interference, helping us embrace all of the abundance, all the cornucopia, all of the sun, all of the blessings, all of the joy, all the personal healing and happiness. Please continue to grant us the clarity and the wisdom, the power and courage it takes to walk away from that which does not serve and to follow our faith and our guidance unto the places and spaces that do have the highest vibration and holiest work available at this time. Please and thank you, please and thank you. Ooh, yes, this card really wants to be here. Babies! Ooh, and now I'm hearing Janet Jackson in my head. Definitely inspired by the Chantal card. My voice is off because the throat chakra is doing what it is. But it reminds me, what is the name of that song? I think it's Do You Mind? It's either Do You Mind or Would You Mind? Baby, would you mind touching me? You know that one? Ever so sweetly, would you mind? Ooh, the sensuality coming through because Chantel says new romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion in your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. And before any of y'all let Donnie Doubter take up your mind space and your energy and cause you to want to cast that away, Crystal was right underneath with Chantal saying, have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. Keep that faith. The abundance is here. The fields are being tended to and cultivated. The love is here. And for anybody who's not maybe calling in, a romantic and or sexual partnership, allow that to be an emotionally fulfilling connection, an emotionally fulfilling relationship, however you define and experience relationships. I am very much so guided to say this is also including and pertaining a bit to community and friendships. It's not only going to be romance. For those who have been doing the work and raising your vibration and frequency and cultivating the space and the compatibility for that, this is a very strong affirmation. Like it's coming in, so stay magnetic. That's why even with the Queen of Pentacles, I was getting the Empress vibes also wanting to come through because the Empress is being magnetic and she's like, come to me, I can be what you need. Oh baby, I see you here waiting. I'm burning, yes I'm burning. Come know me, come get to know me. Come show me that you wanna know me. Yes, come show me that you wanna know me. Yes. A lot of y'all, especially who have been like working on your divine feminina energy, like the divine feminine, like kitty cat, pulling it in, attractive magnetism, yes ma'am. It's like thriving, it's popping, it's coming through. So I need you to like do please. I'm about to get bucked for a minute. I'm about to get bucked for a minute and hype. These are all invitations. These are not commands. This is gonna feel hype for a minute, but this is all on you to choose. Please do not allow doubt to block you. Please do not allow false truths up in your head to delude you from the fact that you are blessed and major blessings are unfolding and coming in. And guess what, baby? We have Xana at the bottom of the deck. You are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. The worst is now behind you. You are protected from all types of harm. I ask you to relax, 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 and feel safe. Feel safe. Girl, whatever just came through, whatever just rocked our world, whatever was that revelation that was just like, ow, hurt, that's it. The worst is now behind us. There's only onward and upward from here. For real. Believe it. Spirit is being hard body. It's like Spirit saying, we can either choose to be Debbie Downer, looking at the open, like fake ass gifts, lies, hollow fucking, pardon me, hollow, be, like deception, deceit, abandonment, or we can stay ready and go where Raphael is pointing and look at the gift that's ready, the divine gift, the divine justice, the divine blessing. Stay ready so we ain't got to get ready. Ooh, notice how you went down. Oh. There we go. Right underneath, it's about to drop the drama of it all. It's coming through, but we gotta believe it. We gotta stay ready. Oh, that's because this little clippy thing wanted to break. Ooh, inconsistent. But you know what? It still works. It still functions. We're gonna make it work. And sometimes it beats like that. Where sometimes it seems like, you go through a little bit of an incident and then you could either feel like, oh, okay, I'm never going to use that again because it got a little bit chipped and cracked. Or you're going to realize that actually this is a fully functional and beautiful device. We are fully functional, beautiful devices. And people, and we still have use. We still have amazing functionality. We still have amazing presence and worth. What is imperfection to imperfect or incompatible in one capacity is fully usable and welcome in another. And so much of that is mindset and heart set. How is your mind and your heart set right now? What are you focusing on? What are you dialing in on? If you've received this entire reading from Spirit today, letting you know that the pain and the worst is behind you, and that all you simply must do is continue moving forward, following your truth and your spirit and your intuition. That the abundance and the joy, and that the relationship, and that the love, the fulfillment, the blessings are here and they're unfolding. So the best thing that you can do is take care of yourself. Would you do that? Are you going to do that? Are you going to continue to focus on being negative and Debbie Downer, Donnie Doubter, and rebuking everything that I channel in this message, finding every reason not to believe, focusing on everything that is of lack, of scarcity, of challenge? It is truly on you. Lady Justice is here and has given the commands and the support and the guidance. Your work is to remain compassionate. Compassionate with yourself, compassionate with others, compassionate with whatever situations. And that compassion does not mean not having boundaries or self betraying. The exact opposite. That compassion is acknowledging that whatever pain, whatever damage was done by a person, by a soul, by a being who likely could not manage, a person who unfortunately was not in alignment, a person who unfortunately struggled with compassion in their own life, and thus if they did not have it, or do not have it active in their own vibration in life, how could they give it or extend it unto you? That doesn't make it right by any means what they've done. It doesn't excuse any actions. It doesn't mean we have to condone any wickedness, any deceit, any deception, any disappointment, any wrongful neglect or abandonment. None of these horrible treatments or actions or despicable vibrations inherently means that we did something wrong or that we deserve it. Nor does it mean that person at their core is terrible either, because those beings with a soul come from source. It's best to wish them compassion, pray for their purification, and for love to find them again so that they can break their own patterns and cycles of hurting and harming others, for ruining relationships and friendships and connections, for destroying other people's lives alongside the destruction within theirs, for the twisters and chaos dominating their life to stop and subside so that they can rest and ground in love and contribute more to love and compassion, the world of abundance and joy we seek and deserve to be in. At least that's what I choose to co-create, how I choose to focus. There are people that I never want to speak with again, who I will never allow close to me after they've shown their ass and who they are. Yet I continue to honestly pray for them, and I want them to have a better life and love, because I don't like anything that they've done to me. For many, I don't like the way that they've shown up, and I wouldn't wish the harmful impacts and effects that we've had on each other and each other's lives. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. And so if I wouldn't wish that on anyone, and I want the patterns and cycles to stop, I'm also not going to wish more harmful events to go their way, especially not harmful events that they continue to use as excuses to be more victims and perpetuators of traumas, to continue being the bullies and or the narcissists that they claim to hate or not want to be, and yet they continue to use all of the energies and strategies from those playbooks of holding those cycles. Or even the disempowered empath person, who is the individual who continues to cultivate and manifest and magnetize abusive relationships in their life, and they get close with other people and friends, and then they want to be helpful, and then because they're not taking care of themselves and showing up for themselves and entertaining healthy spaces in their lives, they then overextend themselves, and then they put you in a position of being like an abuser in their life. Put you in a position of where you, by virtue of receiving what they offered and being in a relationship with them, you now become the next scapegoat, the next problem, the next contributor to their narrative and cycle of pain. Break yourself free. And wish them well. Wish them freedom. Wish them liberation from their cycles, and choose to no longer participate for the clock. Honor your integrity. Don't be like the monsters. Don't be like the negative experiences that you've been through. Break the chains, break the cycles. Choose love, choose compassion. Co-create joy, embrace romance, embrace faith. Keep the hope. The blessings are here. The 10-10 energy as we close is saying, as you give up that which does not serve you in all forms, 4444, as you give up all that does not serve you in all forms, you shall be richly rewarded and blessed with fulfilling and nourishing, loving connections, relationships, abundance, and prosperity in all forms, wealth in all forms. Keep your heart pure. Continue purifying. Confirmation, excuse me. Continue purifying and ascending, raising your vibration, honoring your temple path and your spirit guides and your guidance. You essentially honoring your soul really is the key and the truth right now. And it's the best thing that you can do at this time with this negative season. Lady Justice is handling everything. Judgment is unfolding soon, slash, I really feel like it's unfolding like now forward. Right now, it's about us standing and being in our power and activating it so that the justice can land. So continue moving forward in your power. All right, I feel pretty complete with this one now. Like, this one was shorter than last week, and I love it. Um, be sure to hydrate. Be sure to take things slow. Be sure to breathe, especially with all this retrograde and astrological energy and weather. Please resist being goaded and pulled and coerced into coming out of your character in a way that does not serve you. Bless people up and wish them well. Speak your truth that is relevant and needed to get to truth, and say nothing extra and nothing more. People aren't worth you spinning your wheels, and people aren't worth you burning yourself out. On to the next. All right, y'all. My name is Dil Divine, your friendly neighborhood queer muse, oracle, and soul coach. And remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general collective reading. So if you do want things that are more personal and specific, be sure to go to abundantinsights.net. Use the links in the description box below to get to the website easily. You know, abundantinsights.net. You can book a personal reading, whether you want a mini reading or you want a full in-depth one, which is what I recommend. This way you have more than enough time to connect all the dots. And yeah, make sure you are subscribed and stay tuned for next week's Tarot Tuesday. And if you have any question or topic request, I'm always down for inspiration and love to connect with the Love Tribe. So let me know what you think. And I'm wishing y'all lots of blessings and abundance. And I'll see you very soon. Mwah.